Hmm, a solid morning to everyone. My fingers really smell like shit this morning, but we don't mind. I really found this deck to be a bit weak, and I found myself doing horrible misplays in the matches before this one. So I'm not very confident that we'll make it past one win. But you really shouldn't decide in advance that you are going to lose. You should probably just think over every action and card, playing every card carefully, and then you'll improve your chances by a mile, even if they are still not that very high. You should never ever consider losing a depressive state. You should probably imagine in your mind that even losing has taught you something valuable. So perhaps even losing won't be that bad. We will see how I'll react to losing this beautiful morning. I'm sure it will be a mission and a half to not lose our cool while doing so. La 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 la. I don't have my chocolate or my coffee at hand, so perhaps we'll wait at the loading screen while I'll get my brown huge cup.
Uther versus Uther!
I will fight with honor. Justice demands retribution.
Apologies. I forgot my cup of coffee. Well then, these really aren't early game cards. And like we saw last time, we are yet again cursed with a mirror match. And I've no doubt that this paladin who has won his first game will be stronger than us by a mile. The only chance we'll gain any leverage this time is to witness him doing some bad plays and us concentrating on making every play count strategically. Well, our opening hand is a bit weak, but that doesn't matter since we really can cover this shit up in the state of emergency by using our special ability Reinforce. I wouldn't be so sure about coining our taunt, but maybe I really am hesitant to coin our taunt at this point, since it'll only earn us a few points of extra facial damage. So perhaps we'll wait and greet the fellow with heartily greetings. To show that we are a people of sport and not gaining we are all about gaining spiritual value this time, and most likely we will end up losing the match. Oh yes, we will. That was already slightly bad manners from us, trying to spam our greetings. So, what would be his next play if we didn't have our taunt up? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna find out. I'm just gonna jump over his little minion and gain us a slight leverage. He really has a good card on the table now. But this really is a tough spot for me to call. He cannot. He will get rid of this minion somehow, and it will be his priority. But so would be this guy as well. We cannot protect those guys, but we could protect. It really is difficult to say at the moment. What would be the proper play? He can probably get past this guy with some means, but we really have to make the call between these three cards, and I'm gonna really throw my minion at him and see what happens. It really might go either way, but he really has a strong presence on the table now, and it really depends on what he's gonna play next. If we are gonna have some trouble.
You love my new recipe.
And he trades the golem, but he still has a strong presence on the table. Yeah, that's pretty. He's meaning to rush it now. We are going to. Should we pick up a card? I'm not sure if it's too. I'm not sure if we are ready to taunt. So we are gonna trade evenly here, and then we are gonna pick up a card from here, and then we'll see what happens on our next turn. I'm hoping for a weak minion, of course, to continue play with our stampeding Kodo.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
That's pretty bad for us, but not necessarily something that is catastrophic. We might even put up a taunt at this point, but I really don't see it, because now's the time to value up with our stampeding Kodo. But we really are. I'm always having difficulty choosing when to attack phase, since the tempo should be shifted against the opponent at some point. We do have card advantage, but we do have little else at the table at the moment. Not a very strong play from him, but still a potential threat maybe. So now we are going to start messing around with our knife juggler. We'll potentially throw in a taunt, hoping for a Nightblade hit. We didn't get the Nightblade, so we'll try again. Now we are in for a consecration, but that is okay. Yeah, we get the hit. That's really okay for us. We're gonna trade, and this minion will survive, and then we'll see what happens next. Consecration time, isn't it? I would imagine so. He's in trouble if he doesn't have consecration. We do have a slight advantage right now, and that's a bit weak from him. Yeah, weak place all around. And he's gonna ping our shield, and then we are going to trade. That is really interesting. We're gonna trade upwards and then pull a consecration. And then we are gonna play this shit and that shit. And we'll see. Now he has tipped the scales for card advantage, so perhaps if he plays a legendary, we'll have a tough choice of removing that bastard. But a pretty strong point at the moment, I see. We are tight in health, but I do have a slight advantage on the table, so I'm not too worried, depending on his play, of
They
course.
are bend to my command. Shields up. Red alert.
Alright, and now we're gonna think about getting our if we are going to strengthen our taunts. We might not do so yet, or might we? I'm imagining that we should boost Demolisher, since he's gonna keep dishing out the damage, and we'll have taunt.
Let me think.
It really is a tough call for me. I'm gonna put up an additional taunt, perhaps, or yeah, we're gonna do this. And we'll see if we still have a chance of taking this guy out. We might have lethal next turn, because the Nightblade will support us.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
He's in trouble again. He's gonna go for a card, and he's gonna try and remove the taunts. Senjin was a really good. He got a bit of he got farther away from lethal. So let's see, 8, 11, 12, 15. So we are gonna play. Should we start to remove the minions, perhaps? Yeah, I imagine so. Hoping for a. Yeah, that's where it should land. And then we go against face and drop our minion. Now it really looks good for us. He'll deal with the taunt. And he'll probably, depending on what he'll play, this might be a big turnaround for him, since he's got 4 cards on the table, so anything could happen. There goes our Grim Patron.
Mind if I roll need?
And he's lost the game, most likely. Still, 9 damages on the table.
Reporting for duty.
And we're gonna play Kikkeli.